What is going on? I'm gonna go ahead and put this up. I'm gonna probably send this out maybe a couple days later. Um, but I saw that video that Infrared had about Stalin. That was great. It was. That was, it was an overload of just, stuff. It really made me think. But it showed me once again that the future of socialism is in everybody's hands. We can praise Stalin and praise what the Soviet Union did and what Lenin did and what Marx was able to create, or at least start the road on. But we have to be aware of people that are revisionists, people like Vosh who will say, well, actually, Marx was a liberal. Actually, Marx liked liberalism, and we have to be aware of this. There's a lot of splits that are occurring. I saw a bit of Danky Kang's stream and him talking about the boomers that were running the PC USA and everything else like that, that he was afraid to make videos and everything else because he didn't want to offend people. But I think that I'm going to say something that's probably going to be somewhat hypocritical, but I will put it into perspective. When, Justin King, Bowl the Fifth Column, made the comment that socialism, that Republicans bringing up the term socialism as a good thing is true. The thing is, though, is that we have to, is that we, me included, have to be able to show what real socialism is. Let's get the cat out. We have to be able to show them what the Soviet Union did. We have to show them what the DPRK has done. That doesn't mean, we have to, have all the posters and be LARPy. I think we tried to move on from that because mud tankies and all that sort of, aesthetics type of stuff. That's primarily, the problem of tankies beyond the, past the whole, oh, well, Kachin or whichever sort of bull. I don't care about that. Yeah, probably was the Germans that actually did it. But move on past the aesthetics and show what they really are. And show what the U.S. is. I remember actually, give me just a moment. Okay. This is in my textbook from 2003. This is wild when I look at this. When I looked at this, holy shit! This just shows the amount of divide in the U.S. And I was going to make a video saying we shouldn't care about polls or this and that or what people think, but holy crap! Oh my goodness! I'm going to try to find it here just to kind of show you the level of. It's not that one. I highlighted it, and holy shit, it was just wild to me. Give me a minute, don't worry, I'm coming. I know. 71% of executives. I think I went past it. Okay, let me see here. Let me see. That was to the end. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, it comes as a shock to many to see the huge gap between the rich and the poor in the United States, or the ratio of CEO to employee salary. So Japan, then this is, let me see here. Let me see what this was here. Number 16. 16. So this is from Work and Leisure in Japan. Management. Okay, I'm not sure what. Oh, 1992. So this is from 1992, but this tells you a good amount here. So the ratio of CEO to employee salary. So Japan is 17 to 1. Europe, 21 to 1. The US, get ready. Hold on. 155 to 1. I'll repeat that again. I want to make sure everyone in the back hears me. I know that that's a popular meme. Ratio of CEO to employee salary, 17 to 1 for Japan. Europe, 21 to 1. The US is 155 to 1. This is a book that was published in 2003. And this information that they're using is from 1992. Imagine what it is today. That just blew my mind. I'll be honest with you. When I saw that, a lot of the time I'm just kind of skipping through this. Some of this book is interesting and has some points, but overall, it's just when you see on the front of the book, it has Prentice Hall Financial Times. Then you know it's got to be some bullshit. But you know what? It's the last class I got to take. It's online mostly. I'm talking about Colombia, and of course, Colombia has its issues and everything, but you know. Damn. So, yeah, man. Like I say, I'm trying to get on that road. Like I said, I will admit I still have some. Hopefully my reactionary tendencies are trying to be minimized over time. I mean, shoot, I'm almost 40, man. It's kind of sad at this point, but I'm trying to. But beyond me, I apologize. I know white folks like to do that. Oh, me, me, me. I know, but beyond that is I think that the future of socialism is something that we all have to do. We all have to just show that there is something better. And you can do that through teaching about Stalin, teaching about Lenin, teaching about, Castro, but not telling people it's Castro. And like I say, people have been talking about this now for a long time, how they're going to have something in the United States. And I think people like Infrared are on a better path than, a lot of folks, because at least he's making the effort to understand what's going on in the rest of the world and try to understand it instead of trying to get people to, look at their blog or look at this and that or buy their books or whatever. And like I say, I mean, that's the challenge. I don't claim to have all the answers. I sure as hell don't. We got to find that road somewhere. We're on that struggle right now. A lot of folks are just saying, man, China is bad. A lot of folks are on that China bad kick right now, And I have a feeling, it can go back and forth, like I say. I don't agree with the Westerners who, start saying stuff about China. It's like, nah, man, I feel like, the folks that really push that stuff right now, there's this American who's really pushing it right now. I can't think of his name offhand. I know Daniel Dumdrill, but he's Canadian. But I feel like these are Johnny come latelys. I feel like, because like they weren't in China, during the Cultural Revolution. They weren't there in these other times. They're Johnny come lately. Same thing with Nathan Rich. There's another guy I was thinking of. It's like I question their motives. I appreciate what they're doing. To try to counter the anti-China narrative, but I feel like I don't know. Like I say, you should always question what people say, including me. Like I say, a big factor that I was very reactionary on, admittedly, was the MAGA P getting shot by Michael Reinhold. Back during the summer, and then of course Michael Reinhold was murdered by the U.S. Marshals. And it's something that it's hard for me to get rid of that right now. It is, but I don't know. I'm starting to realize my class interests. I would like to think anyway. I'm not doing this for clout. I'm not doing this for, oh, please like me. No, I'm just saying that I'm trying to understand it. And people get, it's easier to go back to something that you feel familiar with, as cringe as it may be, than to try to find something new or try to get with folks that you always kind of demonize, you know? You know what I mean? I don't know. This is getting too damn long. Anyway, I just want to say is that it's in our hands. It's in our hands to figure out how to get people on our side and to, just do those little things to build up to more, It's not going to be the same thing as what happened with Stalin and Lenin. It's a different setup here in the U.S. You're going to have to reach out to, new Africans. You're going to have to reach out to, the Chicano community. You're going to have to reach out to, the Asian community, this and that. You have to understand the different dynamics in each of these groups, and understand, that, yeah, like I say, the term Hispanic, that's not a real thing, but it's like, it's just lazier and easier to say it that way. But it's like, understand the difference between someone from Mexico versus somebody from Colombia versus somebody from Puerto Rico versus somebody from El Salvador. Understand that those are all different groups of folks. Just because they all speak Spanish, the ones I named they all speak Spanish, but understand that versus, like someone from Brazil or something like that. It's like, or Venezuela. There's a structure there, and I'm trying to get my head around the fact that it's, there's a class structure there, and I don't want to just have a circle jerk, but I don't know. I'm struggling through it. That's all. This is one of those struggle sessions, I guess, to understand where I'm headed and where I need to go and realize what side I really want to ultimately decide to go with. Because ultimately, like I say, I've always been a loner. I've always been that guy who's just like, I like to call myself the everyday person. I'm the guy that hides in the back, that just kind of does his thing. They may give an award here and there, but I just do my stuff and I go home. I don't like to get involved with the bullshit. I don't like to get involved with the drama. I just do my stuff and I go home, But yeah, sorry for the dead air, but did I talk much about the title of this video? I don't know. Anyway, this is getting kind of long. Fair amount of dead air, but I hope y'all enjoy that. See you later, and goodbye.